Hi folks, this is Sarfroz and I'm from India. And this video is about the second project of cs50web 2020 with Professor Brian Yu. And the project is titled Commerce, and it is basically a eBay-like site, a web application made with Django, on which users can add listing, bid on them, uh, can do comments on them, and all sort of things. So yeah, let's get started with the specifications. So the first specification was we have to have at least three models, one for listing, one for bid, and one for comments. So as we can see on the site administration page, we have all three models, including others. The second specification was we should give the user the ability to create listing, and on that listing page they should be able to add title, a text-based description, and the starting bid, and optionally URL of an image and category. So uh, so we can create from here. We can create from here. After creating, we will get this kind of interface. The third specification was active listing page. The default route of our web application should let users view all of the currently active auction listing, and we have to have a minimum title, description, and current price and photo. So active listing page, yeah. So this is the active listing page according to the specification. The fourth and the important one, the main one, is the listing page, and uh, after clicking this go to listing button, we redirect to the listing page, and under the listing page there are several features we have told to implement. The first one of them is where the user should have the ability to add item to their watch list, and if already added, the user should be able to remove from the watch list. So if I click the button add to watch list, the tab of watch list comes here, and as you can see, the watch list on the nav bar is just incremented with 1. The second sub specification was if the user is signed in, the user should be able to bid on them, and the common logic behind the bid. So yeah, let's try to bid on this item. Please bid, and we have got back a message stating that our bid was placed successfully. And if something got wrong, and like we were not give we if the user don't give valid bidding amount, the user will be the user gets back an error message. The third one is if the user is signed in and is the one who's created the listing, the user should be able to have the ability to close the optional listing, which makes the highest bidder winner. So as we have created this listing, we have the ability to close the listing, and as we close the listing, as we were the only one who has bid on this item, so we have won this election. And the fourth one was if a user is signed in on a closed listing, but the user had won the auction, the page should say so, and the page is saying so. The last sub specification of listing page is the user who are signed in should be able to add comments on to the listing page. The listing page should display all comments that have been made on the listing. So let's comment there. So our comment is added, displayed. So the next specification is watch list. Users who are signed in should be able to visit a watch list page, which should display all the listing that a user has added to their watch list. So here is the watchlist page, and we have added only one item. So this is displaying only one item. And after clicking on the go to listing button, we have come directly to this listing. Categories. User should be able to visit a page that display a list of all categories. Yeah, this is the category page, and if we click on the category and if listing is active, then only here the items are shown. This one is active, so this item is showing on the categories page. And at last, Django admin interface. Via the Django admin interface, a site administrator or the super user should be able to view, add, edit, or delete listing comments and bids made on that site. So from here, we can delete listing comments and bids. So let's delete this one. Yeah. So we have the ability to do such kind of things. So yeah. So thank you. This is it. And